Imagine a woman who could shake an entire nation, without an army, without weapons, without firing a single bullet. All she needed was a smile and a story. She sat with commanders, dined with leaders, and listened to secrets that could topple governments. Her name was Perez-Shakdam. And her journey into the heart of Iran's most secretive halls is one of the most shocking spy stories of our time. Catherine's life began in France. Born into a secular Jewish family whose ancestors had fled Nazi persecution, her roots were tied to survival, resilience, and hidden identities. She grew up in a modern, Western world, but something inside her was restless. Friends would later recall her as a woman constantly searching for meaning, for power, for belonging. That hunger for something deeper would shape her entire destiny. At the London School of Economics, Catherine's path took a turn. There she met a Yemeni Muslim man. The relationship was intense, passionate, and short-lived. Marriage followed, conversion followed, and eventually, divorce. Her personal life was chaos, but in that chaos, she found an identity to hide behind. For Catherine, religion wasn't faith, it was camouflage. Fascinated by Shia Islam and its rich history, Catherine began writing. She published articles, commentaries, and bold analyses of Middle Eastern politics. To outsiders, she looked like a Western intellectual genuinely drawn to Islamic spirituality. But behind the words, there was something calculated. She was building credibility, creating a persona that would open doors. And then came the turning point, her entry into Iran. Iran has always been careful about outsiders. But Catherine arrived with the perfect mask, a French passport. The aura of a Muslim convert eager to learn, and the charm of someone who could disarm suspicion with a smile. Iran saw her not as a threat, but as a bridge to the West. They welcomed her into state-run media networks, high-level political conferences, and even Ayatollah Khamenei's official website, where she reportedly contributed content. Think about that. A woman with no Islamic roots, no history in Iran, suddenly writing in the voice of Iran's Supreme Leader. Catherine was everywhere. But more importantly, she was listening. Behind the laughter at dinners, the polite nods in meetings, and the sympathetic questions during interviews, she was gathering intelligence. But Catherine wasn't just a writer, she was a weapon. Her alleged method of infiltration was shocking. Reports claim she exploited a controversial Shia custom, temporary marriage or Mut'ah. Under this arrangement, she lured nearly 100 powerful men, members of parliament, Revolutionary Guard officers, high-ranking clerics in those private, intimate moments. Guards dropped, lips loosened, secrets spilled. One official revealed the layout of a closed-door security meeting. Another let slip details about the Supreme Leader's residence. It wasn't hacking. It wasn't surveillance. It was the oldest trick in the book, seduction. At the time, Iran was fighting a shadow war with Israel. Missiles, assassinations, cyber attacks. The Revolutionary Guard was obsessed with hunting Mossad spies in Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon. But the greatest threat was already inside Tehran. Sitting in cafes, writing articles, smiling politely at conferences, Catherine was a ghost, and nobody saw her coming. Everything changed in 2021. In a shocking confession, Catherine admitted she had never been Muslim at all. Her so-called conversion was a mask, carefully designed to infiltrate the very core of Iran's regime. The admission was like an earthquake. Iranian state media panicked. They deleted her articles, scrubbed her name from official websites, denied she had ever been significant, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Whispers began spreading, dark, unconfirmed, but impossible to ignore. Had Catherine's intelligence played a role in some of the most daring assassinations in modern history? Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh killed in Tehran, just steps from the presidential palace. Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah, reportedly exposed at a time when Israeli strikes were unnervingly precise. and multiple Iranian nuclear scientists targeted with surgical accuracy. Could one woman's whispers have guided those missiles? We may never know the full truth, but insiders in Tehran still wonder, was Catherine's smile the silent trigger? Today, Catherine no longer hides. She writes openly, working with Israeli think tanks and publishing in Western media. Her voice has shifted from Muslim convert defending Iran to outspoken critic exposing Iran. For some, she's a traitor. For others, a hero. But everyone agrees she was effective. Catherine's story is more than just espionage. It's a warning. It shows that even the most secure regimes can be broken, not by armies, not by missiles, but by a woman who knows exactly what to ask and when to smile. In the end, Catherine didn't just infiltrate Iran. She humiliated it, proving that power isn't always about strength. Sometimes it's about charm, timing, and the ability to play a role so convincingly that no one dares question it. So here's the question. Was Perez-Shakdam truly one of a kind? Or are there more like her, hidden in plain sight, quietly gathering secrets that could change the future of entire nations? Because if one woman could shake Iran, what could a network of Catherines do to the world? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And if you found this story as shocking as we did, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because we're just getting started with stories the world was never meant to hear. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.